Hi, everyone. My name is Amelia Fortes. I use she, her pronouns, and I am so excited to be here. I am a self-love coach, healer, and certified hypnotherapist, and I created and run a global online platform called Self-Love Story that teaches thousands of people around the world how to deepen self-love and make self-care a priority. My story of becoming will be about how I overcame cultural and societal barriers telling me who I should be, and instead allowed myself to become who I really am at my most authentic and self-loving core. Now, growing up in this cis heteronormative capitalist patriarchal society, I was taught, like many of you, that you are only as good as your productivity. And in order to be successful or even worthwhile as a human being, you have to follow the mold of those structures. Go to school, get good grades, earn a degree, follow a career acceptable by society standards, and as a woman, marry a man, have children, and buy a house. Now, I thought that I needed to follow these rules and these steps in order to finally find happiness and fulfillment and be deemed successful by society. So, like a good girl, I followed that. I graduated top of my class in high school, and I went on to earn a computer engineering degree from NYU. I dated men with the ultimate goal of getting that ring, getting married, and having children. I even worked on Wall Street for almost 10 years, eventually earning a VP title at the financial institution that I worked for. Now, on paper, I was successful. I was praised and highly regarded by everyone around me. So why wasn't I happy? Now, these cis heteronormative capitalist patriarchal ideals are the ideals of a structure that is actually harmful to many people and don't always lead to success and fulfillment. These ideals are the same ideals that pressured me to fit into this mold of success and worthiness, but it didn't actually leave room for the questioning and searching required for me to truly figure out what makes me, me. So one day in my early 20s, I was sitting on my cubicle as a VP on Wall Street. I was hunched over, squinty-eyed, straining over a financial analysis spreadsheet. And as I sat back to take a breather, I looked around at all the other desks and offices, and this question popped into my mind. Like, is this really who I want to be? And is this really what my life is going to look like for the next 50 years? Now, at the time, I was only 23 years old, and 50 years sounds like a really long time to be doing something I don't find meaningful. And so my soul search began. I stopped following the cookie cutter rules and suggestions that were really laid out for me by people who weren't even living the life that I wanted. And I started asking the right questions instead. What do I really want? What is the lifestyle that would make me feel the most alive, creative, passionate, and purposeful? And what are the things that truly create meaning in my life? I read books, articles, attended personal development workshops, deepened my relationship with God, asking her for guidance, and I even interviewed people who were living the lifestyle I thought I might want. Now, through this process, I had to be willing to go against the grain and potentially disappoint some people in my life in order to really allow myself to be who I really am and live the life I really want. So when I left Wall Street to start my own business 12 years ago, let me tell you, all hell broke loose in my life. At one point, I had like 70 missed calls from different family members and friends, like basically calling me, telling me I was making a huge mistake, I was ruining my life, and I should be at least happy that I had a job. But I wasn't happy. And when I was really honest with myself, I didn't just want a job. I didn't just want to be praised by society only to go home at night knowing that deep down I was feeling unfulfilled. I definitely ruffled a lot of feathers in the world around me, and there was even a whole showdown at a family party one Easter. And if you know Filipinos, you know everyone was there. It was a little dramatic, but I ultimately ended the showdown with this sentiment. Now, while I knew my family cared about me and was just looking out for my well-being, I knew that once and for all, I can't keep living my life for everyone else, or according to everyone else's expectations, or according to this mold of success and happiness that did not fit me. And I realized, it's on me to find the happiness and fulfillment that's right for me. So I left Wall Street. I started my own business. I moved to Southern California. Since then, I've traveled the world, speaking on stages and working closely with young people and professionals, teaching them how to really dig deep and truly find what's right for them. I've taught people how to ask the right questions to deepen their self-love, release traumas of the past, and become the best of who they really are. Now, as I built my business and got older, another societal pressure was starting to get stronger. The pressure to find a man, get the ring, and make some babies. Maybe some of you are feeling that pressure now. I was consistently asked by friends and family, why don't I have a man yet? And when am I going to make some babies? And first of all, it's really harmful to assume that a woman would even want to be with a man, let alone get married and have children. So after a period of deconstruction and reconstruction, I've decided not to define myself by who I'm supposed to love, nor define my success as a woman based on whether I get married or have children. Now, these are things that I do want, but because I want them, not because society pressures me to want those things. So today, I really get to live a lifestyle that is free of the pressures of who I should be, who I should love, or how I should be living. And every day, becoming more and more of who I really am. Now, my story of becoming isn't over, and neither is yours, because let's be honest, we never truly get there. Each and every day, we have a chance to really create the life we want from moment to moment. And so, I'll leave you with these questions. Who are you, really? Who are you becoming? And maybe, is there anyone you're afraid of disappointing if you tell them who you really are or what you really want? Or is there anyone else's life you might be trying to live other than your own? And is the cost of all that really worth you not allowing yourself to be who you really are? Now the choices are yours. You're the only one who is going to be with yourself all hours of the day, all days of the year. So might as well spend them being happy and becoming the most authentic you. I wish you well and I wish you luck. Thank you so much for allowing me to serve you in this way.